like I said today in my little lecture there, you talk about machine systems where you find the anatomy of a machine. All right, once you know the anatomy of a machine, you have to have a fine mechanic to operate that machine, to know how to repair it when something goes wrong. Well, we have our physicians who do that when we are ill. He knows our anatomy. There are surgical techniques and wonderful things they can do for us. And I've had it done for me and appreciate it very much. But to use your own structure, just like your own car, unless you plan to repair it yourself, you don't need to know about the various phenomena of piston function and differentials and all sorts of details under the hood and in boxes and things of that type. You have to know how to go through the control system to get the car to do what you want it to do. Well, I've studied people in various situations of athletics. I've looked into the lifestyles of people, the Australian Aborigine, the people who are untutored in various parts of South America, and how they do tremendous physical feats. They dance, they play flutes, they play drums. They use their bodies for enormously complex things, and then there are no PhDs. And so I figured, well, you know, let's face it, you know, these people are doing things. I have a trumpet player that comes up from Mexico for lessons. He can hardly read or write, but he plays great. So obviously, he doesn't know how he plays great, but he has certain aspects of his particular musical development that he, as an interpreter of that style, is marvelous at, and I enjoy listening to him.
Your tuba playing, though, was firmly established at the time you started studying.
My tuba playing was firmly established by the time I was 15 years old. I used to sit down, my mother played piano. I would play all the melodic lines to Poet and Peasant Overture, to William Tell. I would play very difficult music without having the faintest idea of what I was doing. I knew from her coaching what the music should be like. I used to listen to Herbert Clark and the Long Beach Municipal Band. I'd hear wonderful playing, I'd hear wonderful musicians, and I didn't know anything. When I went up for the Curtis Institute of Music audition, I played the Arbon Carnival of Venice, the entire set of variations, and Stars in a Velvety Sky. And I was accepted as a student at the Curtis Institute. And I know if you had mentioned diaphragm, I wouldn't have known what you were talking about, or respiration. That didn't. But I was a fine player.
Well, when you got into the study of it, did this assist in your playing, or did you find it tampering with your playing in any way?
Not a bit. I wear two hats. When I study structure and function, I wear the hat of the investigator, the student. When I am on the stage with a horn, I wear the hat of the performer, the storyteller. But I do not let them cross over.